Val Kill fans, you all keep fucking messaging us constantly. Where's La La Land
Just
review?
Stop it.
It's like,
Please.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, we'll do a La La Land review. We've actually, Trevor and I saw it weeks ago, and we both just didn't bother wanting to do a review. So, what do you think, firstly?
I love La La Land. It's my favourite movie of 2016 for sure.
How many times have you seen it?
I've seen it twice.
That's embarrassing.
No, it's not. Every watch is warranted. What do you think?
Well, it was pretty good. It's actually quite a good movie. One of the better movies. It wasn't as good as Nice Guys.
What?
The Nice Guys is better.
Better than The Nice Guys.
I don't know. It's good, but it's not worth all this hype. It's getting all this Golden Globe hype.
Yes, it is.
Probably shouldn't be nominated in any categories.
It should have been in every category.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's even the best LA movie for a while. Tangerine last year was way better, wasn't it? Way more exciting LA movie. That was shit all over this.
No, it wouldn't.
Tangerine was fucking way better.
I didn't watch it, but...
I'll go with you under one condition. You must promise me that there's not going to be any drama.
I promise.
Look at me in my eyes and promise.
I promise no drama, Alexandra.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Oh, boy.
Help me, officer! You didn't have to Chris Brown the bitch. What did you do to her?
Does your friend ever shut up?
No, that bitch been talking ever since I met her.
La La Land.
No.
Spoilers, the ending's crap.
The ending's great.
No, the ending's not actually that crap. That's where my problems with the movie arise. Because I'm like, when I watch it, I'm like, it's a bit too icky. It's
not
just
icky. It's beautiful.
Just white liberal masturbation. But then I'm like, if it's gonna have a cynical ending, they might be able to turn this around because it can't be this sugary sweet and shallow. And
Why can't it though?
Because it's like musical, but the musicals aren't really. The songs aren't that catchy. The dance numbers aren't done that well. Everything.
There's not that much. There's only a few dancing.
I feel like it's a music. Like I'm not a big musical guy, but I feel like it's a musical for people who aren't fans of musicals.
One of the best scenes in the whole movie is "What a Lovely Night" when they're tap dancing after the party.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's great.
Yeah, but like he's not a brilliant dancer. She's a brilliant singer. I'm saying it could have been done better. Like musicals have done better. It's not just because it's a musical.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the best
So
scenes of the year.
I have mixed feelings about the movie. I think it's charming, and if I don't want to, like, I could easily be cynical and say, oh, it's just crap. But I don't know. The ending holds out. I'm holding out that maybe it's quite a subversive film, and that's why I think maybe it's actually subversive film, and it's saying all these LA people are horrible.
I think it's
especially I think that's part of. So, but yeah, I have to talk about the ending to get into that.
Just getting to play music every day and dance every day was a real once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Living in a musical world where when you're filled with joy, you can spin down the street or burst into song. I loved that.
Just chase that 1% dream, and you're definitely going to get it. That's why people love it. All the creative LA types are like, oh my God, this was like, everything I did was perfect. Oh, LA is just this magical world out of the 30s where there aren't really black people and there's not really poverty and it doesn't matter what you do, your dreams, you'll land on your feet.
But it also points out she's been doing that for 8 years.
8 years. It's the biggest sacrifice.
No, but she's been doing this for a long time. It points out flaws as well.
She becomes but she does make it. That's the thing. The ending should have been, the ending should have been like a cruel ending. I mean, the ending
didn't have to be to make it.
It didn't make those points then. It just showed, it could have been more subversive.
But it didn't have to be as great as it is.
Well, then that's the thing. I agree. I hate fucking John Legend, but his character and how he was giving Ryan Gosling a spray about how jazz is like it's about new. It's got to be about revolution. It's about it's always about changing. You don't just do the same thing. You can't capture that old jazz and redo it. You got to add something new. It doesn't add anything new to. I haven't seen anything in this movie. Nothing new. The ending, 25th Hour does it better. Raising Arizona, 500 Days of Summer, they look like the ending better. And that's not even, I just mean, it's a good movie, it's good. I just don't think it should win the Oscar and whatnot.
Well, I don't think it's going to win Best Picture.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna win Best Director.
But it's alright. That's the thing. I'm saying it's charming. It's still
So
good.
I think it's great. It's one of my favorite. It's, I don't know, one of my favorite movies ever. Maybe
It's good, yeah. Wow.
I love it. I love it so much.
500 Days of Summer, way better LA movie.
500 Days of Summer is great.
Does this ending in the same. It does the actual ending in a better way.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Spoilers, the park bench bit where Zoe comes and they meet, that's all in his imagination, Tom's.
In his imagination.
Yeah. It's like he's fantasizing. So he can move on with his life.
Oh, okay.
So he does it way better! Whoa! Yeah, but like there were no subplots, there were no
But
real
it
big
doesn't-
resolutions. There wasn't,
What would you want from a subplot in this?
like, we never see him ever see her perform. We never, yeah, there's lots of things we don't see for a long movie. It's like,
But what? She only has that one chance to perform in the whole movie.
yeah, but you don't see
Yeah,
him
and he
practicing
misses
with her, rehearsing or something. We see him performing constantly.
Yeah.
Like we didn't see her like she just I'm writing a stage show now. I've got a whole stage show, and the stage show was fucking horrible.
No, but he does hear her. He like when they're when she's in the bed, like reading her, like that, he's listening to her, listen to her whole.
Yeah, there's one scene. It's like 2 hour movie, yeah, with no subplots, like you said.
I
I'm just
think-
saying, like,
that means
yeah, I
these
think
two
it was
can carry
like,
the
well,
movie.
yeah, I'm
These
just,
two carry the movie great, I think.
yeah, it's not amazing.
Huh?
I don't know why I keep moving my body. I don't know if this is wrong or if it's right.
That's the thing. I'm not like anti the movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
potentially it could be redeemed. Like the ending could be something like that. They're actually horribly empty, vapid people who are only like they're just using their fantasy. Like these people are never happy. Like she gets her dream, but then she's still dreaming about having a different life. Once she gets her fantasy, she's unhappy. Her fantasy's met, now she creates another fantasy. Oh, maybe it would have went wrong, different with Ryan Gosling, and then we could have had all this stuff. So that just shows that she's incomplete.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Gosling, he got everything. He got his jazz club, he got his success. But then the fact that he uses her branding, he uses her logo, he performs that song when she comes. Like it just shows that he's got a hole in his heart as well, right? Yeah. So they both their both fantasies were failed. It's just like you're always going to be unhappy. That your desire is always going to lead you astray. And I'm like, it's not a dark movie. Well, I don't know. Is it hers? I think it's hers.
I'm guessing I thought it was hers as well.
I thought it was hers, but
Yeah.
it's just showing that she's incomplete as well. And she just becomes a horrible sellout of all the people. Like, she becomes the worst boring person. She's just like, that's why I didn't like her character that point. Like, the whole time I didn't like her character, but I'm like, is Ryan Gosling just as shit as she is? Because her character, she's just, I want to be an actress. But like, because my auntie, we used to watch movies. So like, every person, she's not an interesting person. It's only Ryan Gosling projects. He's the only interesting one out of the two. He does everything to drag her through the situation.
Yeah, I don't get the hate for Ryan Gosling at the moment.
Yeah, so I don't
get
really get it.
I thought he was better than her in the movie.
What about the jazz-splaining? He's just jazz-splaining jazz.
What?
Jazz is the black thing, and then he's just like jazz-splaining over what black musicians play that we never actually see really. It's always just like Ryan Gosling's the jazz king who knows the future of jazz. But that's his fantasy. That's why I think it's quite subversive maybe that just they're all horrible people who are leaving. Like the fantasies, none of them actually really care about. Not care about each other.
I don't know if it's the beat, but something's taking over me. And I just know I feel so good tonight.
Yeah.
But then maybe it's subversive. It's saying all these people are just living on the fantasy of LA and Hollywood, but it's really this horrible shit place. These people are all just vapid. Like people who are just living selfish dreams. Like it could be quite a dark movie. Yeah.
If you twist it just that little bit.
You don't have to twist it, but I don't know if it's. I think he may flip that.
Like it's an ode to the older movies, right? Like everything's sort of perfect.
Yeah, but all the I don't know. You always hear
Everything
all the
around
theatre
it.
snobs are like it's the theatre stuff and it sucks. Like it's below par. It's not even good. So yeah.
It just I don't know. The whole thing just made me like the whole movie just made me happy. The whole movie for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I was happy I was watching it, and I was entranced, I guess.
I like-
by
yeah.
the whole thing. Maybe because I was buying into it as soon as I started, because I was so pumped about seeing it, and then it was like everything that I thought it was going to be. Maybe that's why I liked it so
I've
much.
never had a romanticized vision of LA. I've always thought LA seems like the worst place. So maybe that's part of it. So I just don't buy into that. I like my LA movies gritty, like
Maybe.
Heat. I was just like, oh no, she's just sold out. Like she accused Ryan Gosling of selling out. She gave him shit for joining a band, even though he did it for her. And then when she ends up doing a big studio film and just sells out like worse than him.
Yeah.
I don't know, you love it. What's
I
good
know,
about
I know.
it? It's magical.
It's
magical.
It's all
magical.
It is.
Yeah, why is it magical?
Because it is.
I mean, I'm just gonna get the buzz. So here's your VAL Kill Mars. There you go. Shut up, internet. We answered your question.
So sick of you, internet. Please watch.
Yeah, please.
Please.
We need those views. Please, sir, may I have another view?